Tomorrow there is a city commission meeting in Lynn Haven. And you're not going to believe what I've got to show you. Do you remember the insider threat show that I did when I showed you that the day after Vickie Gaynor was fired as the city manager, that was on a Friday, that was July 18. And the very next Saturday, you remember that the insider threats, Jennifer Hodges, the acting city manager, and the HR director, Gerard Holton, I mispronounced his name last time. I tried to pronounce it the way it was read, and I certainly don't want to mispronounce names. I've been calling Aaron Aaron for years, so I certainly don't want to. It's Gerard Holton, but Gerard's not in this video, all right? Only, well, I don't know if I'm going to spoil it or not. Tonight, I'm going to show you that that's not the only time Vickie Gaynor was snuck into City Hall on a Saturday, off hours, where she was in there for an hour and a half. I posted the entire video, by the way, on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to post all of this as well tomorrow or the next day. But today I'll show you the important parts. Are you ready for this? Vickie Gaynor not only was escorted by Jennifer Hodges back into City Hall the day after she was fired on July 19 on a Saturday, but she was in there another day off hours, and she again was escorted by Jennifer Hodges. And I'm going to show you the second security video in just a moment, but guess what? It didn't happen in July. It happened in August. On August 21st, the fired city manager was escorted into City Hall again by Jennifer Hodges. You're going to see her car pull up, Vickie Gaynor. You're going to see her get escorted in, and you're going to see her leave with a lot of documents right after this.
Strong, effective leadership. 3 words that could mean the difference between prison and your freedom. I'm Al Stallene, your Panama City Beach lawyer. 850-215-0628.
Don't let back pain and neck pain get you down. Find relief at Brown Chiropractic Center on St. Andrews Boulevard in Panama City. Dr. Sherry Brown helps people heal naturally with chiropractic adjustments and deep tissue massage. Call 769-3777.
You want to look good? You want to feel good? Little John's Big and Tall is where it's at. Right across the street from Sky's Pizza Pie, 5700 North Davis Highway. You can find out more online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com. He's also a member of the iTex trading community, where your iTex dollars are welcome.
All right, let's get right to it. I don't want to make this a long show, but tomorrow is another city commission meeting. Take a look at this. This is City Hall. I'm going to make it bigger. Wait, is that like? No, that is not La Quinta. That is confirmed. That is City Hall. And there's Vickie Gaynor just pulled up in park. Okay, look at the date on the top left. This is August 21, after hours at 5:35 p.m. Now, to our great surprise, just last Thursday, during the city commission pre-commission meeting, the acting city manager, Chief Lightfoot, and Commissioner Jamie Ward, they said, we don't have any problem with the insider threats. They didn't say that. Jennifer Hodges. Bringing her in, there's Vickie Gaynor. You can see her walking in through the back there, crossing the street. They said she had to get her personal effects. And Chris Lightfoot said the majority of what she took was just her personal effects. How did he know? And of the non-majority of personal effects, what items belong to the city did she take on July 19? Commissioner Warwick and the city manager said it was okay. All right, she didn't have access to any computers. Well, she was in there for, it is 5:36 p.m., and she was in there until she was escorted in through the side door by Jennifer Hodges again. Let's see. I think it was until, let's see her car. We'll see her car. There it is. I think it's 535. I think it's going to be right about here. Let's see. Yeah, there she is. You see Vickie Gaynor leaving now City Hall at 5:35 on August 21st. This is a whole month later. Again, City Hall's closed. Let's see, what day was August 21st? I'm looking now, so you can relax. I'll figure this out. It was a Thursday. So Thursday, as City Hall closes, she's leaving. What did she do while she was in there? Let's find out. Now, let's think about this. Remember, I thought, surely last Thursday when they had the pre-commission meeting, and I had done this show the day before, and they didn't want to talk about me showing you that Vickie Gaynor was in City Hall, often unaccompanied, for an hour and a half, leaving with a big box. Remember all the box and all the stuff she left with? And the whistleblower? Well, during the next day, during the commission meeting, the mayor, Jesse Nelson, and Jamie Warwick and Pat Perno, they didn't want to talk about it. Sam Peebles wasn't there at the pre-commission meeting. But one commissioner did want to bring it up. She said, look, I want to add something. We've got to add the elephant in the room. Why is everybody acting like nothing's happening? She said, we've got to talk about Vickie Gaynor being fired and coming into City Hall. And Jamie Warwick, Commissioner Warwick, to my surprise, put his hands like this, and he was like, oh, no. He didn't want to talk about it. Turns out they all knew about it. They all knew about it. And the mayor said that the city attorney had communicated with a bunch of people about it, to which the city attorney, Amy Whiteout Myers' eyes got real big. And she said, Thursday, just a few days ago, she says, I don't recall. It's not a deposition, Amy. It's just a city commission meeting. But evident, the reason why it was okay is it was just one time. She had to get her personal effects, took an hour and a half, sure. She was, by herself often, sure. But she didn't have access to a computer. And most of what she took belonged to her. So Commissioner Warwick said it's cool in the gang. Mayor Nelson said, better to say that, Jamie. So what about what about a month later? Let's see what happens inside. We've got Feel the Burn watchdog has obtained security footage from August 21st. More than a month after Vickie Gaynor was fired. All right, let's take a look. This is a ceiling shot, believe it or not. And the reason it looks like that is because, do you remember when they were having a big city commission meeting and all of a sudden pipes started bursting and they had to end the big commission meeting because water started pouring? It was like in the chamber where they have the meetings. All of a sudden, it was like Hurricane Michael inside there. I mean, the water's pouring in. People are running around trying to put trash cans under. So the building flooded. The pipes burst. What you see on the floor there, it's all plastic. Like you're going to see, this is, I mean, what I want to know is, did the damaged pipes, did they damage any public records? You're going to see City Hall as a wreck, because now this is August 21st. It didn't look like this in the last security footage I showed you, because that was July 19th. This is now August 21st, and the place has been ruined by water damage. So let's see what happens. So she walks in at 5:35. It is now, let's see here. I can't stug on it. I can't see the timestamp because I have a graphic over it on my end. So I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to forward it here until I see them walk in together. I should be able to see this. There we go. Look. So here it is. This would be about 5:36. So Vickie's parked. She came in, and again, it is Jennifer Hodges. And she's not the acting city manager at this point. It's Chief Lightfoot is. Here they come. Vickie just parked. There she is. And there's Jennifer Hodges. Again, sneaking her in after hours. Who's Hodges? Who do you think Hodges' allegiance is to? Is it to the city of Lynn Haven? Is it to the people? Is it to the her boss? Is it to the commission? Is it to Vickie Gaynor? All right, so they go in that office there. Did you see that? What are they doing in there? Do they have access at 5:36 p.m., 5:37 p.m. on August 21st? Do they have access to a computer? Because that was why Chief Lightfoot, the sitting city manager, remember, he said she didn't have access to a computer. She was always accompanied. Well, what if she's accompanied by somebody who keeps sneaking her in? What are they doing in there? I don't know if this can be done or not, but UIT folks, let's just imagine, okay, I don't know if this happened or not, but let's just imagine. I'm going to put it there until we see them come out again. Let's just imagine that they're in there and they're on Jennifer Hodges' computer, because when she came, she was snuck in the first time on the Saturday, it was really just hard copies, physical items she was taking. But in this case, are they on the computer? Are they printing stuff? Are they moving stuff, deleting stuff? What are they doing? To the IT people, my question is, if they were to delete things or email things, or I don't know, open up Vickie Gaynor's old account, are IT guys able to go back and check that, like a forensic IT check at this time at 5:36 p.m. August 21st for, I don't know, for an hour or so, maybe a little bit before and during this time? All right, let's get back to it and see if when they come out here. All right. So they're in that office from 5:36 until 5:49. So let me forward it here until we see them come out of that office. Oh, at 5:49, actually, Chris Lightfoot walks out. See, okay, there we go. See this, watch. So Vickie Gaynor got there at 5:36. 13 minutes later, we see the acting city manager, Chris Lightfoot, leaves. So there's a little overlap. Lightfoot was there for about 13 minutes while Vickie Gaynor was there, but I don't see them together. Maybe Jennifer Hodges snuck Vickie into her office, closed the door, and Chief Lightfoot had no idea. I don't know what he knows or when he knew it. See, there he is. There he is, leaving at 5:49 p.m. Maybe he's just unaware that Vickie Gaynor is in that room with Jennifer Hodges. All right. Now he's gone for the day on Thursday, August 21st. And that's 5:49 p.m. At 6:09 p.m. Let's see here. It's 6:09 p.m. is when Vickie and so, well, that's about a half hour, just about. They're in there together in her office, or in an office. Okay, let's see. When are they going to come out of that office there? Oh, gosh, forgive me here for. Okay, I think it's right after this. I mean, they're back there for quite a while with the door closed, aren't they? I think it's about a half hour. I'll get the times more put together for you here soon. Let's see when they come out. It's gonna be, oh, here they go. Here they go. Oh hell, how'd they get over here? Look. This is I think it's 6:09 when they come in through this door. Again, this is August. There they are. Again, ceiling shot of the security camera. The next video I show you, you're going to see even more water damage to City Hall. See, there's Vickie Gaynor and Jennifer Hodges. It's after hours. People have left. Chris Lightfoot left out of there about 15 minutes prior to them going there. All right, now let's take a look at the last video here. This is crazy, right? Is there, I mean, okay, we overreacted, right? When I did that show for you last week and I said, oh my gosh, hey, the attorney knew about it. Everybody knew about it. And she's allowed to come get her stuff. Even Commissioner Warwick said so. But what about this? Does it look to you like she might have access to computer stuff with Jennifer Hodges back there? And do you think Chris Lightfoot knows about this? Did he know about it at the time? I'm sure he knows about it now. Do you notice how much they find out on this show that they never mentioned? It was on social media. We found out. All right, let's take a look at the third video. By the way, I'm going to put. You might as well do this now because it only takes like 20 seconds and it's free. And I'm going to include the entire videos in this weekend's newsletter. So if you go to bernie.substack.com, get a free subscription, you'll get it emailed, all the show, all the Facebook posts in one email to your, you don't even need Facebook to read it or share the videos. And I'm going to put all the surveillance video in there. All right, let's go to the last video here of the insider threat crisis at Lynn Haven City Hall. I said it and I mean it entirely. Every minute that Jennifer Hodges has a key, that Gerard Holton, the HR director, has a key, at this point, even Chris Lightfoot, there's an active insider threat at City Hall. And I think the commissioners themselves are an insider threat at City Hall, with the exception of Judy Tinder. What are they going to say tomorrow at the meeting? Well, we knew about that too. The city attorney said it was okay. And then Mayor Nelson's going to stare at Jamie Warwick, who's going to have a heart attack again. Is he looking at me? Is he looking at me? Is this okay too, as well? All right, here's the last video. It's Crazy as hell. This is crazy, man. Like all the stuff they justify. So crazy. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. Let me get my notes. Again, looking at city. See this? Look at all of the damage from the water, from the pipes bursting because of the CO problems. I mean, how is the insurance going to pay for all this if they don't have a CO? We had a verbal CO. Oh, I'm sure that if you had a verbal CO or I had a verbal CO, that our insurance company would say, oh, that's okay. Golly, it's so crazy, man. And how did the pipes burst at the most opportune time? Did it damage any public records? Because it messed up the floors, the walls. That's where you walk in. That's the greeting desk there. All right, let's take a look and see where. Oh, this is an interesting one. Watch this. Watch this. Again, Jennifer Hodges, what is her title? She was the acting city manager for just a little while. That's another employee who leaves. Another employee walks through. Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, another employee. And I just want to get with the person who's with Vickie Gaynor. All right, this one's unbelievable. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at. Okay, it was right before that. Okay, I know where it's going to be, right around this area here. That is that door in the center of the screen under the exit sign. You need a card, a key to get in that door. Let's see here. There's going to be some action here. I can't see the time code because I've got graphics that cover it. But there's 3 more things you're going to see here. Oh, actually, there should be something here too. And they walk in, they walk together. Here they are. Look at that. There they are. Jennifer Hodges and Vickie Gaynor. This would be about 5. See, Vickie got there at 5:35. I believe this is at 6:08. All right, and then we're going to have them together again. Look at that. Look at the desk is all covered with plastic because of the pipe bursting and the water damage. Okay, here we go. They're walking back. You see that? Vickie Gaynor and Jennifer Hodges. They're coming in. What's in that room there? If they were to walk out of that room and go straight, I believe that's the chamber where they have the meeting. But they're coming out of that room there together at about 6:08, I believe. Okay, so that's Vickie Gaynor in the yellow, and does anybody have papers? Are they holding documents? City Hall's closed Thursday, August 21st. August. Okay, now she's going to walk out of there. Jennifer Hodges. Look, Jennifer Hodges is going to walk out of the secure area. And Vickie Gaynor will be completely alone in a secure area. What are they going to say at the meeting tomorrow? Commissioner Wark. Well, she might have had some stuff on her computer that she needed access to with Jennifer Hodges. We knew about it. We just haven't been telling the public. We've just been hiding everything because we're all insider threats in Lynn Haven. I am so eager to say what they're going to say tomorrow. What the hell, man? Let me see here where this part here is. The wind blowing the who's that right there? Somebody walking in. Do you see that down there? some activity there. This is after hours. It's like 6:10 or so on a Thursday. You notice they always have Vickie Gaynor in there on a Saturday or after hours, but they say that it's normal. Okay, you see the activity there on the bottom right? Let's get to the final part here where they. Oh, that was them leaving, is what that was. That was them leaving. There is one more part. I'll clip this. There we go. Do you remember that look at that. She just left Vickie Gaynor back there alone. I can't wait to hear Chief Lightfoot say she was accompanied the whole time. No access to a computer. Did you know City Hall had all this water damage like this? Look at that. All right, so Vickie is back behind that closed door there, that secured door. You and I can't go back there. Look at the time ticking away. This is close to the end of the video, but I want you to see, just get a sense of how long this is. And there they are, back there leaving. Down there. I think they're back there leaving. I do remember seeing, as I scanned through this, I do remember seeing, and it might have been in the video of them walking earlier, of Gaynor walking, and she has a significant amount of documents that she's carrying. Is it this part here? I can't tell from. It's just unbelievable. All right, that's enough. I'll get this put together in a more organized structure, but this is 32 days after the last. I mean, that's the amount of time. It was July 19th. This is August 21st. You know, I feel like at this moment, I feel like like kids, like a kid. You know, the cognitive development of kids. You know, they've got to believe that the world makes sense. You know, when they're 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old. You know, that's why you play board games with them and they learn rules, and they're very important. So when teenagers see, and they see it a lot, the grown-ups breaking the rules and getting away with it, it really messes them up. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like we see this crazy stuff, and then they have a meeting, and Commissioner Warwick and the new interim city, you know, we already know what the mayor is going to say. But they just act like, oh, yeah, we knew about that too. Stop trying to act like this is a big deal, Thompson, with your feel the burn reports. We were going to tell everybody. Plus, the attorney, Amy Myers, said, go get all the paperwork. There's a lawsuit against us. I mean, I show you police chiefs crashing into cars and taking off, leaving a bar. And then months go by, and I have people say, Bernie, nothing's going to happen. And I go, boy, yeah, it's got to happen. Nothing's ever going to happen, Bernie, you dummy. Somebody's got to do something. Not yet. You know what I say? Let them keep digging. Let them keep covering it up. See what happens. if I didn't show you this tonight, do you think they would have told you this happened? Why is WMBB not showing you this? Because it's not news, Bernie. She was watering the plants. Some dude. So I should probably show you. Nah, I don't want to go through it all. So it was the night before last, I guess. Somebody makes a comment, and I have very little tolerance for stuff, actually. Somebody makes a comment. Boy, I tell you what, I am one BS post away from unsubscribing to this page. This is a nothing burger. And you didn't show when Vickie Gaynor watered the plants and prayed with everybody in the last video. I'm going to show you Vickie Gaynor watering the plants, okay? This is former city manager after she was fired. You know what she watered the plants with? Her drink. With a straw in it. That's what this guy says. And so I posted, I said, this guy's not going to unsubscribe. He doesn't have to wait for one more BS post. Ban. And then I stayed up longer looking for more people. Looking through the posts. Let somebody else say some stupid shit. So I can ban them too. That's the only time I feel like anything gets done. That person terminated from the Bernie Thompson Show page. But Bernie, how are you going to get more followers? Oh boy, I don't know. You're going to buy them. That's how. What am I doing? I need to get out of here. All right, listen, I want to thank, of course, the Unknown Patriot. Thank you for your support. And of course, all of you who throw a tip in the tip jar. God, it helps. And thank you very, very much. Patreon.com/Bernie Thompson. As little as $5 a month. As you know, it's easy, it's anonymous, and you can quit at any time. And for those of you who throw something into PayPal and say, keep going, thank you. It helps. People say, I didn't know you had an office and the Liberty Lounge is a real place. Yeah, I'm chasing them down as best I can to show you this stuff. And I'm not going to complain. But if I hold my breath for something to happen, for some accountability, I can't really hold my breath for that. I mean, I don't know if I'd ever breathe again. What are they going to say tomorrow at the meeting?